So a little walk in the woods, some ideas, some colours, some autumn time, some dog, some fallen trees, some living trees, some foreign trees, some native trees, some holly tree, beech tree, ferns, fallen leaves, split tree. This tree is interesting, isn't it? Even though it's this damaged, this beech tree, and split literally in half, both sides are still living, still producing leaves. And that was quite a tall tree when it got split. Smashed down into the ground, yet coming out the far side. Smashed into the ground and yet still lives. Some of the things that I'm learning to understand at the moment, or all of this year in particular, is how language is full of labels, and language is far more complex than anyone understands, and relative to a human being, language is immortal. The words we're speaking have been around for so long, and most of us have no idea how the words came about. Speaking in the English language, in so many ways the English language is a composite of many other languages. The idea I'm really talking about here is labels, as in words, as in names, as in descriptions. Fern, tree, building, ruins, garage, broken, roofless, roof, laneway, puddles, grass, reflections, drops of water, dog running, doorway, doorway to doorway, window, fireplace, stonework, straight edge, yard, boat, vehicle, building, lake, ruins, pathway, forest, pathway, swans, family, rushes, So the labels, we're not really encouraged to wonder where do these labels even come from, kind of thing. But I think a lot about all these things, and sometimes I chat to really quite wise and knowledgeable people. They tell me some things that are pretty damned interesting. Too much like reading books, but I kind of do like reading on the internet. It's funny, isn't it? Snippets, searchability. But mostly I like watching films for the stories. I like feature stories. But something I've been looking into a lot and even read a bit of is Genesis. And the really interesting part there is that God tells Adam to name everything, to give everything labels. And it's a kind of coded language thing, isn't it? And basically it's saying that God tells Adam to invent language. Invent, to breathe in. To breathe language. The breath of God. That word God is so fascinating. And especially that, when I looked it up in an etymology dictionary online, in amongst all the other definitions, was to call forth, to summon, to invoke. And the thing is that they're all verbs. They reverberate. And so the idea of in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh. In the beginning was the Word. And the other thing I noticed was Adam's apple. Adam's apple is actually in our throat. It's how we reverberate in order to form words. And we're speaking in tongues. And by reverberating and speaking words, we are creating the world of words that we live in. And it is the past that makes the present present. And the past is contained in language. And the language, like the universe and the multiverse, is ever expanding and changing. Essentially, the language is code, like computer code. It's creating multiverses. So eventually we have created computers which represent our own creation, which represent how we were created. We created computers, or computers were there to be discovered and we merely moved the bits around for the intelligence. So language is intelligent, and language speaks us into being in order to create a body which can vocalize the language so the language can be spoken. The biggest thing about it for me is the idea that God is a word that people don't understand whatsoever, and yet it's the word which people fight about so much. I just find that fascinating. But as a verb, God, who is portrayed as male or masculine, he, him, The masculine is the outer, the extreme, the overt, the verb, the verbalized. God as a masculine is an activity. Think of the I Ching. Number 1 is creative, number 2 is receptive. So creation is yang, is masculine, is outer, is mental, is a projection. And the 0, the 0 would be like saying the silence before any sound. See, so we make sense of things, we humans. Sometimes too close, sometimes too far away in our focus. Pattern recognition, trying to figure things out, the mind itself. kind of point I'm making here is we don't understand our own mind any more than we understand the internal processes going on in this phone, this smartphone, this artificial intelligence, this artificial camera eye, this artificial zoom, artificial screen. We don't understand our own mind any more than we understand information itself. So that's humiliating enough to make us a bit more humble, a bit less certain and a bit less fixated on trying to prove that I know more than anyone else. The I am right and you are wrong, the basis of all warfare. At the minute I'm really contemplating what it is to be at peace, how the mind disturbs peace, and how coming to peace has taken a long time, like not just one lifetime. Till a bit.